In this week's portion, Teitze, Moses reminds the people of ethical and moral principles that should guide their lives. Last week's portion, Shoftim, provided with the legislative framework in which the people know that they have a place to go in order to uh, complain, to express grievance, to seek legal satisfaction in some dispute between themselves and their neighbors, and they will learn the overall. And they learned the overall framework of how their society is to run. In this week's portion, Kitetse, Moses gets down to some specifics and provides some examples to the people that are reminiscent from chapter 19 in the book of Leviticus, what is known as the so-called holiness code in the portion Kedoshim. These principles, like you shall love your neighbor as you would be loved, and such, are repeated in this week's portion. Such principles as when you see the ox of your neighbor, even if it's a neighbor that you don't like, that is suffering under its load, you are commanded and are responsible to help ease the burden of that ox. Doesn't matter whether you like the neighbor or not, it's all about kindness to animals. It is principles like these that Moses reminds the people of their ethical, moral, and religious imperative. A fascinating element of this is that Moses does not tell the people of any reward for any of these principles except one, and that is this very unusual principle. That is, in light of the other principles, why should this one get a reward? And that is that if you're looking for eggs in order to provide sustenance for yourself, you see a mother bird in the nest with the eggs, you're supposed to drive away the mother bird before taking the egg. Why? So that we can be blessed with long life. Why should this, which is not exactly kindness to animals, it's all about seeking our sustenance, why does this one uh, gain the idea that we should be rewarded with a long life? Rashi asks that question too, because there are other principles that reflect higher moral and ethical ideals rather than drive away the mother bird before you take an egg. And so Rashi says that perhaps the lesson is that from a minor principle, a principle that has less impact on society, etc. If that one has the reward of long life, then by extension, that reward applies to all of the commandments contained in this portion. But there's this other sense as well that I think the Torah is trying to teach us, that life isn't about narcissism. It isn't about seeking to survive and providing for yourself and making sure you are happy. That is not what a Jewish life is. That is not what a religious life is supposed to lead us to. It is supposed to remind us that we're part of a bigger picture. We are part of a community, and we are part of the world community around us. If we treat even the mother bird with respect so she doesn't see you actually take the egg, then how much more so will we be kind to others? Shabbat Shalom.